Good evening, my darlings. I thought while I'm getting ready this evening, I was just going to share what I ate in training for the London Marathon 2024. I also learnt that I'm really bad at multitasking. Next time, I'm going to do flashcards, I promise. So, if you were anything like me, and you are running the London Marathon this year, I'm not running a full marathon this year. Um, I was searching frantically, overthinking everything, thinking that everything had to be perfect leading up to the marathon. Like I had to be eating correctly, like macronutrient stuff. This is before I'd started actually training. And then I won't lie, I didn't start training until the January of 2024 because I fell off the wagon drinking the Christmas before. I'm sober, I don't drink. And that Christmas, I'd fell off the wagon, and then it got to January. I was like, I've got no positivity, no endorphins left in me, no dopamine. I just need to get going now. And I've run 6 years anyway. And like most things in life, being very type B, undiagnosed ADHD or something, which I'm working on, that's going to be a whole other thing probably. I left it my training very in my head to the very last minute. I wanted to be training properly for it, and I wanted to have like designated plans and everything and diet plans, but it didn't work like that. I was just not in a very good place when I started my training for the marathon, which was a good thing because it pulled me out of my hole, the training. And honestly, last year was the best year. I loved last year. It felt like such an accomplishment, such a spiritual journey, and such like a challenge. And it was really nice to follow it through and everything. But I was in a really bad place when I started the training, and I didn't have a training program or anything. Wasn't doing great financially. I'm still not doing great, as most people aren't at the moment, but I'm not doing great financially with food in my cupboards, which is more than I can say about January 2024. I was just at the pit of it. I wouldn't call it rock bottom because it was not rock bottom, but I was going a bit crazy as well. I was becoming obsessed with additives and the app Yuka. I still am obsessed with the app Yuka, but I'm just taking things a bit more lightly these days because I realised that everything will kill you in this planet. Like especially now at the moment with the Epstein files and everything. It's like, really, what do you trust? Like, what are they even trying to do? So I've just kind of since then come off the additives, but at that time I was very into additives and yucca, and I was very obsessed. Take low money and low disposable income and fears of additives, and my diet just wasn't great at all. Always been very bad at kind of treating my body like a machine and fueling it correctly, etc. Which is something that last year definitely taught me. It definitely taught me a lot about how your body literally is a machine and you have to fuel it, especially to get results that you want if you're doing something strenuous. Snack wise, when I was training for the marathon, I was literally just living off of like pre long run. I would eat a gel, a caffeine gel, and a protein bar or a protein brownie. And that would be my fuel. If I did fuel, I wasn't into the whole like eggs and stuff. I was very much, yeah, let's just buy a protein brownie and a caffeine gel. I was also absolutely slamming the caffeine throughout the whole marathon process. I still slam caffeine now. This is something that I'm working on in my wellness journey. Probably back to the ADHD thing. Caffeine was a big factor, is that's what I'm saying. And without triggering anyone, it obviously curbs your appetite. I wasn't doing a lot of strength training either. It did wreak absolute havoc on my body. Instead of additives, I had no money. I discovered that there was a pizza in Sainsbury's, like one of their own brand pizzas, was completely additive free. And it was only like, I say only, but it was like 600 calories or something. So I thought in my undiagnosed head, I thought that was great because I know how many calories are in it. Easy to cook after work. According to Yuka, it's just tomato paste. So my main source of fuel was oven pizzas for sure. Really not eating a varied diet at all. And then I discovered some noodles that also were additive free. I knew how many calories and everything that I thought was in it, and I thought it would be a good idea. So basically, training for the London Marathon, I literally lived off of noodles and pizza. It was my safety food. cook the pizza. I would cook the noodles in a big glass Pyrex bowl, swirl up the noodles like spaghetti, and put the noodles on the pizza. And that was my life training for the marathon. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot look. I've only just started eating noodles again, obviously in a lot more varied fashion since, because I made myself sick of it. The bloating, the sluggishness, everything that I've felt gone since I've started eating really green, fresh, like clean, balanced as much as I can in my ability. But the point of this is saying I still done it. I still managed to finish and I didn't die, which is obviously amazing. We tend to get wrapped up so much in obviously big monumentous things like this, in making sure everything is perfect. Obviously, you want to do things safely and you want to make sure that you are doing things healthily and you are looking after yourself and everything like that. But sometimes we can get so wrapped up in what we think we're meant to be doing that we don't just enjoy the journey. That's one thing I can say with confidence, is that I might have been very unhealthily training for the London Marathon. I might not have made the best choices in terms of diet and my training regimen and things like that. But I wholeheartedly enjoyed the process from start to finish. Like, I'm so upset and FOMO riddled that I'm not running the London Marathon this year. And I never thought I would be one of those people. Like, even now, I'm so shocked that I ever got in, especially on my first try. But I will be applying every year because honestly, it was the best year of my life. It really, really was. And anyone else that has run it will tell you exactly the same thing, that it's bloody brutal. It's just such a great experience. And you should really, really, really romanticize and enjoy the journey. And even on the day, you should really just try and take it in and just like don't listen to your music. Just actually enjoy the atmosphere and the experience and the day, because you may never get it again. You may never. And it is honestly one of the best days you will ever have. Even if you go and watch as a spectator, you will absolutely love it. And if you are running the marathon this year, or any marathon, or any big races coming up, or anything, I really just want to wish you the best of luck. And just know that you're doing something amazing for yourself, and you should be so proud of yourself that your body, and be so grateful that your body is in condition enough to do that. So why does your bass come out when you're really slapdash doing it and trying to multitask, which is something you're not very great at? I'm not even going to bother with lashes. Who else cannot be bothered with lashes anymore? I'm not even going to curl them, and that's usually like a no negotiation with me.